C'est l'icône des icônes, la star des stars.
How are you?
Good, a little nervous.
Is it your first time in Cannes?
This is my second time.
And how was it? Did you sunbathe?
I wish. I should have. I probably should have. This is the first time I've really gotten to walk around. Last time it was here, it was so crazy. So I've really gotten to enjoy the food and the atmosphere much more so. Yes, I love television.
Yeah.
And it's such a renaissance right now. It's what made me want to come back and work again was all this incredible television that's happening. And I love the idea now that we get to consume television the way we want to, whether it's binging it all at once or waiting for episodes, and we don't have to wait for commercials or sporting interruptions. We really get to choose how we watch. To me, everybody is a role model. The person I meet on the street, to my mother, to great actors, because every day I learn from you, from everyone. And so I think that's probably the actor in me, which is I love to study and learn about people. I think I was fortunate when I was coming up. It was pre-social media, before everybody had cameras on their phones, so you were allowed a sense of anonymity to make mistakes, to learn and grow. I think it's extremely difficult right now because we're not very forgiving. And when you're young, you're dumb and you make mistakes, and I was fortunate that I had that time. But I think the combination of also working so much, you have to take it seriously. You can't work like that and not be focused. And so I think I was able to sort of avoid thinking about that so much because I was always doing. I love what I do, and I'm really fortunate to have the opportunities that I have, and it's never something that I wanted to waste. I've seen that before, and you see what happens, and I want to get every opportunity to continue doing this job that I love so much. I read the script, I loved it, and it was so different because at that point they weren't giving people that age storylines that had that much meaning, and I was desperate to be a part of it. And we shot a pilot presentation, so not even a full episode, for a network that people didn't know, based on a movie that wasn't as well received as it should have been. And it was an uphill battle, and to be honest, I don't know if we thought we'd make it first the past 12 episodes. And we thought there was something special, we just didn't know if the audience would get it. And it was only during season 2 when we really found our footing and we realized, oh, people are getting this, it's meaning something. Some of them were, for 2 reasons. One is, this whole vampires come out at night thing is really rough when you realize there's only so much nighttime and you're going to be awake for all of it filming. And it's cold and your muscles get cold. But the hardest part about them was the meaning behind the fight scenes. A lot of times it's bad guy, good guy. It's not about fighting a deeper purpose in movies, and so her fights were always inner and outer at the same time. So it was making sure that came through each fighting sequence. I think that's the key, is that as an actor, you hope maybe in your life you're lucky enough to be part of a television show, a movie, a stage play that means something to people and that continues to mean something. And even just in the last 15, 20 years, the lens that we look at television is so different, and we're so much more critical. And I see shows that I loved growing up being, dragged across the mud because they don't stand up to the lens that we look at now. And the fact that Buffy still does, and that each generation not only enjoys watching it, but sees themselves in their lives, even as the world has moved. I mean, it's the ultimate reward. I feel incredibly lucky. I believe you should do what you love, and you should do it with all your heart. It's hard to just sort of generally say what I would say to someone. I know a lot of it is luck, and a lot of it I owe to some of the best fans out there that have supported me through all these different projects. Maybe ones they didn't like as much, maybe ones they liked more, and it's so hard to say something, until each situation. Sorry, that's a lot of rambling.